Beautiful people, welcome to Love Revolution Podcast. I'm Jess King. Okay, so I literally pressed record just now, and immediately I heard a bing, and I got a text, and there goes a black helicopter. I don't know if you saw the last episode. So many signs all around us, and that is actually leading me to what I want to talk about today, which is, first of all, synchronicities, and second of all, how we are constantly playing with the universe. We are constantly engaging with and creating our reality. I know you probably heard about that. You probably maybe know more about this stuff than I do, but I find it really fascinating and inspiring when I tap into, and I guess consider, the reality that we are engaging with the world and all of our thoughts and ideas and all these, you just happen to be thinking of someone and then they call you shortly after, or you're thinking about an old friend of yours and you get a message from them the same day. These are very common ones, of course. I'm sure they've occurred many, many times in your life. And they seem to be occurring more and more the more aligned we are. So the more we're living in alignment with who we are, which is pausing that thought for a second. What does that mean, right? For me, anyway, alignment is about living your truth, who you are living. You're making decisions based on who you truly are, what you truly think. Your words and actions are aligning, and you can take it in all different ways. But like for me, alignment is, well, for me, at a grand scale, pursuing and doing something with my life that matters to me, rather than taking the easy path, the less comfortable. Actually, it's so funny. I can't even call it comfortable. I would be so uncomfortable. Maybe I would be a little bit more financially secure if I made other choices. But for me, living in alignment is making decisions that are basically what I want and what I feel, not based on what other people want from me, other people's expectations. I mean, we find along this consciousness path that we do fall out of alignment with certain people, right? Certain people who expect us to be a different version of ourselves that kind of supported their view of the world or supported them in some way, not necessarily our own growth and ascension. But that's I could go on. So you can see where this is going, right? I'm going all different directions. But synchronicities, listening to the signs that we see, really tuning into that energy. You'll hear a lot about, I'm sure you already are encountering plenty of repeating numbers, another sign that you are aligned. But it's more than that. I mean, those are fun. I love all that stuff. And you can obviously look up what certain numbers mean. And there's no, you can find different definitions just with everything, like with every word and every perspective. There's so many ways of interpreting things. There's not just one. I'm sure of that by nature, the fact that we all have different opinions and viewpoints and, analyses of things. But it's really beautiful when you start playing with reality in like not taking everything so seriously, which is hard to do when you're going through difficult stuff. But the more you do it, the more you engage with the lightness in life and the like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking this thought that it was something I wanted to do, and then I saw the 111 on the clock or on my phone or something. These are fun things, and I just want to encourage that energy in general. It's easy to be cynical or judgmental, and that's what the old matrix way of being is. So you'll find plenty of people around you are like that. Hopefully they are not around you, but certainly often the louder voices, this old matrix that just is hanging on for dear life because it's literally crumbling and falling. Anything that is out of alignment with universal love is crumbling. This lightness, this childlike quality that we all have within ourselves. And hopefully, I think, well, for me, success, well, that's a big one, right? We can interpret it that so many ways. But a large factor of success is maintaining this youthful, joyful, imaginative energy where your heart is open. It's all about having your heart open, right? So if you start noticing little synchronicities or, celebrating these fun moments in life that seem like, like maybe I was thinking that I really wanted to have Chinese food today. And then I just happened to be walking by this place and it was just like exactly what I wanted. And there it showed up, you know. These seemingly random things were actually energetically, we're a match for that. And so it shows up. And that's also, conversely, that's also like why a lot of times when we do want something and it's not happening, well, there's lots of reasons. And again, I'm not saying that I have all the answers, but when something is out of alignment with our energy, we're not going to attract it. And when we don't want something so badly, and believe me, I've lived lifetimes of this, but when you want something so badly, but you are not a match for it, sometimes you can want something so much that you actually repel it because you're accidentally coming at it with this spirit of lack rather than abundance. It's already done. Like I really want to, you got to come into it with this light energy. It all comes back to that. Right? This not this longing from lack, but this desire and want and being lighthearted about things. Because sometimes we'll manifest something, it'll come in a totally different way than we expected. And sometimes it's just fascinating. But again, coming back to this idea of everything is kind of like a game. Apparently this is all an illusion anyway, like nothing is actually real. But it's like having more fun playing with the synchronicities that we encounter all the time, and kind of daring ourselves to take it a step further. Like, first of all, celebrate and notice and acknowledge when you have synchronicities, because the more you acknowledge them, also our angels and guides, they love that. I just felt that. They love that, and actually it encourages them to help us more. On that note, if there is something that you want to see or create in your life, and I'm going to keep it nice and light here because it can be a very simple thing, ask for it. Ask for it out loud. And when you say it, don't say it with the spirit of, oh, I really want this. And, like this, I don't know what that was, but not with the spirit of like, I can't have it and oh my gosh, I don't deserve this. But no, like, you do deserve this. And that's what I feel like that's what the angels want me to remind you of today, is that you deserve whatever you are thinking of or dreaming of. It's not as deep as we make it. It's not as heavy as we make it. And sometimes we get our lived experiences and of course challenges, being emotional creatures. We're humans. We're all dealing with a lot. It's easy to get weighed down by that when you're sensitive energetically, as many of us are. And truly, one of our greatest gifts is our sensitivity. Maybe the next episode maybe will be on that. I could go in like 8 different directions with every episode. I'm trying to keep these short-ish. But yeah, this playing with the universe, having more fun with it, recognizing synchronicities when they come up, a little bit more humor, a little bit more lightness, acknowledgement. You can even say it out loud. We are not alone. We have so much support, as I know I'm going to continually repeat that, because I feel like, we can forget because we're in this 3D world. There's all this crazy shit happening. And internally everyone's got a lot of stuff, right? It just, being human is a lot right now, but we have so much support and our angels want us to ask for help. So yeah, I'm going to say that too. Every day in the morning when you wake up, if you feel this, dear angels and guides, please assist me today in any way possible and in every way possible. That's pretty comprehensive, right? Yeah, I'm going to keep this episode short. Are we at 3 minutes? Oh my gosh. Yes, we are. We're almost at 10 minutes. All right. There we go. Episode number 2. Thank you for joining me. I'm Jess King. This is the Love Revolution podcast, and I will see you soon.